that when you finish a session with your therapist, it's what you didn't tell her that you need to tell her, because that's the problem, you know. And not just with therapists, but you can also do this like with all of your relationships. It's like if you leave someone and then as soon as you leave, you're like, oh, I didn't say this. Fucking say it then. Next time, say it. Drop a text. Say it. Depends on like exactly what you want to say. Do you want to say that you love people? Drop them a text. Do you want to have a serious conversation? Like, have them in person. Do you want to be vulnerable? Be vulnerable in person. I don't like the idea of being vulnerable over text, because first, a person that might not like we're not seeing each other, you know, and because we're not seeing each other, like I also don't feel so safe, because like I don't know what the other person like is actually doing. Might be like, I don't want you to be cooking and listening to me being vulnerable. I want you to like pay attention to me, because like I'm being vulnerable and I'm opening myself to you. And it's difficult to be vulnerable, you know. It's difficult, and it will give you anxiety. But I promise you that if you do go through anxiety, and take it easy on like this one, but like if you do go through anxiety, it will go away. It's like the fear only goes away if you like face it. Anxiety, the same thing, like you need to prove your anxiety wrong. Especially because I've learned recently this concept of anxiety is just irrational. They are irrational thoughts. So are they right? Probably not. They are irrational, and it's like it's an emotion. And even though like it's really uncomfortable, like anxiety, it's really uncomfortable to feel. It's one thing that I tell myself for a few years now, because it helps me keep going. It's like it's not gonna come out of you and beat you up. So it's not gonna come out of you and bully you. It's just inside of you, and yeah. One of the things I've learned when I was meditating about anxiety, and I was like listening to talks about it, was this trick of if I okay, this is happening in my mind. Let me see if I can get this clear. Wait. So this is happening in my mind. Who else can see this? If no one else can see this, it's not like a real physical problem. You know, it's like it's your mind playing tricks on you. And minds are like unbelievably difficult sometimes. But stopping, it's not like you're gonna create that pattern. Every time you feel this, you stop. And I'm guilty of that. Like I'm guilty of that. Two of the probably biggest things that I want in my life, which is just I want to be like in a healthy romantic relationship. I want to like let someone know who I am and love me for who I am. And I want to do stand-up comedy again, but these two things, they bother me so much because there's just a bunch of fear attached to them that I always stop. In another episode, I've talked about like this concept of micro relationships, and it's like maybe I dodged the bullet, and that's what it was. But I also know like I stopped. I didn't let these people know about me. I didn't let these people know that I was like nervous or in pain, or that I was scared. You know, scared. This is a great word. Like you scared, because I feel like scared, it's much lighter, the expression, than actually feeling fear. It's like, oh, you scared. So it's almost like I listen to my inner child, and it's like, you scared, but it's alright, I'll take care of you. You know? And yeah, but there's so much fear attached to them, and so many like emotions that I just like stop myself, because I'm afraid of what's on the other side. The thing is that what's on the other side might actually be like the biggest thing ever. And it will probably be, because it's like there's so much fear that as soon as like you go through that fucking fear, you just feel like, yeah, even if it's not like, first, because there's so much fear, your expectations will be really low. it's or or you have negative expectations. Maybe that's what I want to say. And yeah, it's difficult sometimes. Like I see myself thinking about like, oh, I want to go to a stage, but then I think, ooh, that's uncomfortable. I've got like, and then I think, no, but I've got other things to do now. Like I need to finish my master. I need to like go to the gym, this, and like I keep postponing, and it's been like 2-3 years since. No, it's been, I don't know, 2 years since I stopped, and I miss it. But I'm so worried about it, and I'm such like in a personal belief of like I'm not gonna be good at doing this, that I don't even try. You know, the fact is that when I was doing it, it was like one of the best years of my life when I did I was going to say when I did cocaine, when I did stand-up comedy, and like I just feel fear, like this barrier of fear. So I do like other things instead that are a bit scary, but not so much, because like I'm starting to do them. So there's like I didn't fail yet. Or maybe because like I'm now facing these with the thought of like it's okay to fail, but when I start doing comedy I didn't have like that, and then like I failed, and I only discussed this with my therapist for about I don't know 10 minutes, and then I didn't want to touch it anymore because it was giving me so much anxiety that I didn't want to go through it. There you go. We kept being stopped by this thing inside of us that is just like, it's here, and like, why is it stopping me? It's not like actually a wall, a physical wall. It's not like made of bricks. It's made of I'm not even sure why, of what. I'm not even sure of what anxiety is made of, like physically. You know, it's like, is it my blood that goes slower or goes faster? Is it my heart that is racing? What's happening, baby? Listen to me. What's happening? Yeah, what's happening? Yeah, so if you do suffer from anxiety, maybe sometimes not even anxiety, maybe sometimes you're just nervous, but nowadays we call everything anxiety. It's like, oh, I'm feeling really anxious. It's like, maybe just nervous, and it's like okay to feel nervous. It's like, it's alright. Nervous means you're doing something. Like you're doing something you're scared of you're doing something you've never done before, and there's a beautiful thing in that, and there's like you being really brave if you're going through it, and that's something that you should remember all the fucking time. Like if you're living your life and you keep going through the fear, like you're being brave, even if things don't work out the way you want it, like you going through the fear, and yeah. Yeah, and that's it. I don't know if this was more, I thought this was going to be an episode about anxiety. Maybe this was more about like maybe this was also about fear and a bit about therapy and talking about your problems again. But yeah, that's it. Just remember, if you don't have anyone in your life right now, you will do. If you do have, make them know that you love them, make them know that you are grateful for them, and spend time with them, like actual face-to-face time, you know. If you do love someone and you want them to let them know, fucking hell, let them know. Like it's love. It's never really a problem. Can you hear someone knocking on the door? It's not my door, thank God, because I was not going to open it. But yeah, that's it. Let people know that you love them, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for being on that side. I'm grateful for that. If you're listening to this, I'm really grateful. Yeah, love you all.